Morning YouTube. Thought we'd do a tour of the yard after the storm. There's pretty much tree debris everywhere. The roof. I see a tree or a branch or something down out there. That's the limb, I think, of the one I was talking about earlier, the big limb that fell down. But let's take a walk and see for sure. Oh, and I just broke the threshold to my door. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, there's stuff down all over, tips of branches, and big old limb there. It's a big piece. Looks like some more of that other tree fell down too. Wow, that's a big branch. Son of a gun. Let's see where it broke off up there. Right there. Big branch. Probably a foot or more around at the thickest point. Oh, that's why it had been compromised. So a lot of times what those holes are where somebody might have pruned the tree when it was younger, and it became a sore spot on the tree, quite literally, and then it burrows itself out eventually, just rot. But yeah, we got that other big tree that has been falling down. It's a sycamore, and it looks like it dropped a bunch more wood. Holy crap. The grass is absolutely laid down flat where the water was running across the ground here. That's pretty amazing. I can see the gravel washed out. Wow. So the rain came right up and over the driveway and washed the gravel right off the driveway. That's something. I'm gonna have to spend some time in this ditch cleaning it out, I think. I haven't, because the water's moved pretty good through here. But you can see, I mean, the water was way up high. Oh my goodness, the end of the driveway's got stuff on it too. Look at down at the end of the driveway. Bunch of stuff washed up over the top of the driveway there as well. Yeah, I just got bit. Son of a gun, that hurt. Didn't hurt, it annoyed me, sorry. Come on, Brownie. Yeah, and quite a great deal fell down off that sycamore up there. I see all the tops are off now. That's good though, because two reasons why it's good. One, it'll make for more firewood for me this year because it's standing dead, so it's pretty dry. And then two, it took the tops off, so when I go to lay these trees down, I got less risk of stuff falling on my head. So this is back here by the shop again. Oh, we had bamboo right here. I don't see it. I doubt it got washed away, but I don't see the big bamboo branches. Where'd they all go? Oh, there they are. Stick fell on them. Yeah, and then there was another one over here. These ones seem okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to clean this ditch out. I think it'll be a pretty long project. The ditch is, oh boy, it's probably 700 feet long, 700 feet long, if I remember the deed right. But all along here, it was up over the banks. Everywhere has got signs of current. Speaking kind of quietly because it's relatively early and I don't know how much my neighbors are, there's another tree that fell down. I remember seeing that one and saying to myself, yeah, that's going to come down soon. And it did. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized one. That's great. And it was a standing dead as well. So, right there. So I'll definitely take that wood there too. Wow. Hang on. What do you guys got? It's just a piece of wood. Seriously. Oh, you got another turtle? Brownie, get out of there. Man, we keep finding these little box turtles all over the place. Put your foot away, buddy. There it closes up. That's awesome. We find these things everywhere, these turtles. I never would have thought that they lived. Oh wow, the dam overflowed on the pond. Let me just set you back down. Put you over here so maybe you can get up into the spot to hide. Leave it, Brownie, go. She eats them. They both eat them actually. Bones, get out of there. They're not capable of cracking that shell, but what will happen is a hawk will grab it and take it up in the air and drop it, and it usually blows it apart, and then the hawks eat some and the dogs eat some and everybody's happy. Yeah, I'm really blown away at the amount of just debris everywhere. Just lots of it. Yeah, sure, pee in the middle of the driveway, Bones. I'm not gonna do the animals just yet. I'm gonna go check on a couple more things over here. Hopefully we didn't lose anything in the garden. Pond is right full. Look at that. Both sections. That's the small section. The big section's back there. On the other side of this small section is another part. It kind of goes around like a peninsula right there and flows in. That tree there was down from a previous storm. I just haven't cleaned it up yet. So I gotta go check on the garden. I want to check on the trellis. Yeah, even up here there's signs of water running across the surface of the ground instead of, percolating in. What I was afraid of happened. I'm gonna cut this photo off here. So I have those hugelkultur mounds, and we got potatoes and stuff growing on them, and it took a beating. Pisses me off. I'm gonna have to go over there and stake everything up, and hopefully it didn't break anything. Wow, that is just something. I gotta spin you guys around. The grass is actually blown down over here. I just never seen something like that. Like, we must have had some really strong straight line winds to do that. I mean, that grass is bent right flat over. It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Blew it right down. I mean, it was loud last night. Like I said, I think it was the loudest I've heard a storm since we've been here. Looks like the corn took a little bit of a beating. The sky, like, it'll do one thing for certain: the skies will eventually clear and the storm will pass, and there'll be things to take care of and issues to tend to, but the promise of a new day is always, it's something to look forward to, something to kind of count on. The storm may rage for days on end, but ultimately the light and the goodness wins. There's more good days than there are bad days, and just got to remember to take time and reflect on that stuff, so when you're in the thick of it, you have the wherewithal to stand through it. For me, I prefer to stand in the face of the storm because I'd rather get it over with. But to each their own. But what a beautiful sunrise this morning after such a wicked, wicked storm last night. I know I'll find more down limbs and trees. I just haven't hit the other half of the property yet. But I think all in all, we made it. We made it out pretty good considering. Bow, bow. Take a look at the pond real fast. See, it's topped off, which is great. But there was so much water in here, it actually overflowed the berm. I saw it on the other side. The animals are probably loving having all this fresh water. We got a lot of frogs in here, a lot of turtles. Bones. Goofy goose. Brownie will go right in. She don't care. But yeah, I gotta make the berm higher. I'll have to start it way over there on the other the very, very far side. You guys are seeing the front, but just behind that. And then I'd have to go all the way around. All the way down to at least here. I'd have to raise it about a foot. And that would give me like 2 or 3 more feet down here. Not of depth, but of the water encroaching out a little farther. Quite honestly, it might make it even out to here, but I would have to go back and dredge and make it deeper. If it dries out again, that's what I plan on doing, but we haven't had it dry enough. Last year, it was so dry I was able to drive the tractor in there and clean up debris and what have you. I can't believe it overflowed and ran along our driveway. That blows my mind. Blows my mind. I'm gonna set up my tripod here. Do a little man on the scene reporting. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. I got the dogs right here with me. I guess it was about 4 years ago. No, I'm thinking of a different incident. About 11 years ago, this area got decimated by tornadoes. I think there was something like 11 in this one tornado event that they had. I would be curious to know what someone might assess happened here. I mean, we must have, like I said, we must have had some severe winds coming out of the northeast, blowing down this way, because that's the way the grass is laid out. That's the way. There's some weeds over here that are all bent and broken this way. So it makes me wonder, did we have straight line winds out of the northeast that just blasted everything? I guess it would be almost easterly that it hit us. but there wasn't really anything on the news about it forecasting. I knew there was a chance to because of the tropical storm Burl. I don't know if this is remnants of that, but that's what I was thinking, that, you know, there would be remnants of that would pass through. Maybe that's what it was last night. But it would have had to been, on the easterly side of the storm. No, it would have had to been on the western side of the storm to get the winds blowing this way, but who knows, folks. When we bought this place, the woman was talking about how it was getting hard to take care of. And she said just taking care of the grass and picking up the dead trees and cutting down dead trees, things like that. She said it was just getting to be too much, and I totally understood it. But I don't think I really appreciated it until now. I mean, we have a huge variety of trees. And different species are susceptible to different diseases and things like that. So you have different trees that are dying off while new ones are growing and everything. But in that cycle, the dead ones come down quite often in storms. And in the case of what's happened last night, the stuff's all out of the way. It could sit on the ground if I let it. It doesn't matter. But the longer it sits, the more the wood rots away, the more things grow up and around it because you can't mow close to it. And it starts to look like a war zone when right now I got 3 trees down, and they're in the front yard, back middle yard, and this area up here. So we'll get it squared away though. Give me some work to do and give me firewood for this year. Everything that came down off the sycamore up front, I mean, is more than enough. And more fell last night, so I got more to get even then. Wonder if Bones is looking for a turtle again. I almost mowed down in here yesterday, and I kind of wish I would have, because now I won't get a chance to be able to mow in here for a while. It'll be pretty soft. So, pretty crazy. I got 2 big trees right here that are dead, and they need to come down. Unfortunately, I don't want them to hit this maple that's right here. But I'll cut this off, folks, and maybe I'll post some stuff when I do clean up later. But thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day. Oh, we got a case of the zoomies down by the pond. This could get messy. Get her, Brownie. Don't take that from her. Get her, Brownie. Go get her. Brownie. She's a trip. She's a little tiny dog, but she's got a huge heart. Oh, careful, Bonesy Bones. Careful, Bonesy Bones. Bones isn't what I would say a water dog. She doesn't typically go into water that's deeper than her ankles. At least I've never seen her. The thing is, she's running through the shallows, but it drops off by about 2 feet, right where, just past this grassy area, it drops down. Mom.